Hello Scorpio, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to Tarot Solar Sun Studio. This is going to be a May reading. I'm Caro and I will be now performing what you need to know. Let's see what you need to know around this time. So I'm going to first start with energy oracles. Scorpio, these are general readings, so it's not going to resonate or actualize for everyone watching. That's why please check your other astrological associations if you think those are also working for you. As the eclipse is also approaching, okay, so I see a bit unrest around the partnerships. Anyone who is a counterpart to you, let it be your wife, husband, sister, mother, father, a relative, a friend, a colleague, someone in your network, whom you can openly acknowledge that they are at the other side of you. It seems your relationships will be put into test. We have the reverse, caring connections, rest and renovation. Something may feel very exhausting here. But contract energy telling me here you seek justice, or there is some legal situations or things that may be binding in terms of like agreements or things like documents is now coming to the forefront. So you are likely to analyze, you will be able to analyze maybe what went wrong. Maybe there has been some financial losses. We have the Emperor here. There is something in the stability of your life changing or tested, or there is like a boss figure, an administrative person, an Aries energy around. You are like Five of Swords, you are in the battleground with this person. There is a maybe mutual financial or family related establishment, or property it can be, or what you have accumulated so far. There is maybe some kind of an ongoing dispute there. We have the Emperor and the Empress together. If you are about to celebrate some kind of an anniversary with a person, you are actually seeing that things are not going well maybe with them. Here we are seeing the masculine energy facing to the Five of Pentacles, and we are seeing the Empress facing to the Ten of Pentacles. The feminine energy here is looking at the abundance. The masculine energy is facing with the luck. And here there is something they cannot really understand. Like, there has been maybe a lasting bond between you and the person, so there was this companionship, or this is someone that you have maybe children with, or you share some kind of mutual resources. Now it's like you are about to become different rulers of your life, like you will likely to become separate rulers of your life. I think something here also must be very much physically draining for you, where we have the reverse sixth chakra, so something is very hard to grasp intuitively as a water sign like you, who knows to be actually super intuitive and psychic. Here there is some kind of a disconnect because your body here is challenging you. at those times it's important to go with like what is known to you, what is really obvious to you, rather than actually making assumptions. So here actually with the Pentacle energy, this is a Taurus card, and Taurus is your opposite sign. This is a Virgo card. You really need to work what is really at hand and what is really known to you, and there will be obviously things which will be known to you. I mean, it will become clear for you. You obviously, in this situation, you need a clarity of thought, but if you cannot make some decisions now, or if there has been a confusion, or if you have been unclear or feeling distorted due to that, also, yeah, physically something is playing hard on you there. Of course, don't let it to be a mental chaos for you. Go with what is really known in the situation if you want to take a direction. Actually, this contract card upright, there is something there very tangible, which is taking off the blinders, that confusion element, or what was like closing your view, and it is gonna widen your perspective. So this is, you got to do, I think, a lot of visualization at this time. And some Scorpios will break out of toxic thoughts, patterns and habits and worries and doubts. And if you had a partner or someone who has been criticizing about mutual financial resources, or what you're gonna make of these resources, now you got to maybe here handling things in the legal terms. The health situation, any health situation can come to surface here as well. Though somehow you have this luck, you are lucky, you will have your blessings. This is just making some way clear for you. It's an eclipse energy, so it has some karmic influences, which means that you will be also how do they say, see what is really blessing in the situation. What gives pain or disturbance will be your vision, and the healing will come from that. There is the energy here is testing you, the perspective, your visions, the broad-mindedness will be the things which will help you in the end. I also feel here there is someone very fortunate enough. There is someone who is very fortunate enough, and they want to help others who are maybe weak in the situation. There can be here like a stingy partner, like a penny pincher person. You may be like more about like giving and sharing and collaboration, but they may want to keep themselves to themselves. So maybe this is also creating some kind of a domestic upheaval here. Though the cross, and we have also the stars here. Look, Scorpio, now when you just how do they say, someone is pointing you the moon, someone is or something is pointing you the moon, but you are looking at the finger, what is pointing. You need to see where they are pointing. In this situation, there is some type of force that you do not maybe understand that it is coming towards you. Yes, it can be difficult periods in life, maybe some trials of life, but there is, I feel there is some type of this hope and some higher power in this. Like, there is going to be a time where all those dangers and troubles are over, and some prayers maybe will be answered. from the people maybe that you are least expecting, okay, that you least expecting. I feel the domestic life, I mean, is important to you at this time. And there is a place you are here finding healing. Like physically, this place needs to be calm and peace for you. But you are a sign which has come to this earth to grow through crisis, because Scorpio is crisis and chaos. And then from that expansion, from that growth. So here, the growth is through crisis. Okay, the growth is through crisis. Though in this crisis there are also some opportunities that needs to be seen as well. The comfort, the family, maybe children, or your warm relationships with people, or the serenity of your house. I feel like it's now under some kind of a this maybe some dark time there. But the point here is that, I mean, this one looks for some type of a negotiation, like some type of a settlement, like between you and the person. When you realize the higher power, which is actually gluing other elements together in this, and not letting ultimately to scatter, there is something interrelational you may be discovering. Five of Pentacles telling me that money can be tight, and I think maybe you are spending to some health situation or something with other expenses. You also do not want to invest your resources to some kind of a ill-advised you don't want to invest your money into some ill-advised investments, or there was maybe some type of a support you have counted on, but maybe you see this is not coming. So it's like these resources need to shift, and they need to be maybe used in a different way. Something with regards to grants, legacy, jobs, or something here is asking you to actually ask for help about a situation. I also hear that you are advised to get your house in order financially. It wants you to cut your losses, so that you can avoid further deorientation, deterioration of your finances. You got to be careful here. The physical, actually, when you get enough rest, when you physically give yourself some time, some serenity, some mind clearing, you will be able to see your situation. But it seems this exhaustion or physical, this stress is creating confusion here. So this card I have picked for love portion of it, and I see that you got the card of Wheel of Fortune. So here we are seeing some changes in love. You may see in love the person is acting beyond their own limits. I would also say that welcome advice at this time if you go through something with a person. Plus there are there are forces here which are not in your control. You can't control them, but you may know how to respond them. So be ready for some change, massive change. After you will be operating. though there is a part of you which has inability to affect events, but you need to let also some things be. Okay, here the forces, we have the cross here, because this is gonna take you to your ultimate destiny. There are some sometimes there is this times come, and it talks about some closures. It says this period of your life won't serve you anymore, so the universe is trying to make sure some new path will be opening for you. Okay, and this includes also love. There can be here also this is a Jupiter card, so a love interest who is wise enough to give some solid advice to you may also change your life here. So it can be an important time to witness a person is actually speaking to you, and this is gonna put some things in you in motion. This reading is all about accepting the action of the forces of that are not control. So it is like testing you how much you will align yourself with some new aims and goals, because generally the outcome will be favorable actually at the end of 1 year. You know, sometimes we go through this period of time which brings some intense activity. This Wheel of Fortune energy comes and lets us to rest a bit. And through that course, we create new personal cycles. And later what you will be putting yourself into motion, it is gonna initiate new things. I also feel some Scorpios here, there is this anniversary date, and it may turn out to be very interesting. On an anniversary date, something really can change there. Because there is a mysterious cycle here. You know, Wheel of Fortune card, it is linked to 3 fates in mythology. One spins the thread of life, the second weaves it, and the third cuts it. So here you are in some kind of a mysterious cycle of life. And life, of course, that rebirth, metamorphosis, and those invisible forces when they come and when they make this change, and you suddenly see like some obstacles are lifted, some new cycles started. You are setting your new destiny in motion. And I think it's gonna turn out as it is intended. Be ready for some unexpected turns of events, of course. And they are, of course, part of this grand plan of our lives, right? So be willing to make the necessary changes at this time, Scorpio. Okay, take the required actions. Whatever causes you stagnation and frustration needs to go. And no need to fear from the fear of the unknown. You will be in the good hands here. We have some forces here working for you. So you will be aligning with the ultimate path. And all this is stemming from, I think, a one-on-one connection. And how a particular maybe unrest has affected a relationship. So some contract change. Actually, in this reading, we have this is like the Justice card. This is the Justice card. And this is the Wheel of Fortune card. So, in a way, it talks about no need to resist to change. Okay? No need to react it. I see here two people trying to dominate each other, but this is not gonna work, by the way. It's like this obedient servant-master relationship. Like, or one dominate too much, the other complain, and some complainings here arises. But things, I think, now will be a change, because all these the characters of your life will be introduced to that change. Thank you very much, Scorpio, for tuning in. I will speak to you soon in the next readings. Ciao for now.